In this video, I'm going to be showing you the 6 easy and effective steps to being productive at home, and it's all a matter of who, what, where, when, how, and why. Let's get started. Step 1. Figure out who you want to be. I know, this sounds like a really big question, but it's relevant and it works. Ask yourself who you want to be because you can figure out how you want to feel by the end of your accomplishment, whatever that may be. Do you want to feel happy? Do you want to feel like you're more confident and less shy? Do you want to be more creative or artistic? Or do you want to be more athletic and strong? Figuring out this part of who you want to be can help you figure out what exactly you want to accomplish, which is the next step in this process. This brings me to step number 2. Identify exactly what you want to accomplish. If you don't know what you want to do, chances are you aren't going to be motivated to do anything at all. And I know this can be especially difficult when it doesn't really feel like you have any responsibilities, such as when it's summer, like right now, and you have no homework or you don't have a job yet. It just can feel like you don't have anything specific to do. This is why you need to make responsibilities for yourself. Create your own responsibilities. Yeah, that sounds kind of weird to create your own responsibilities, but you really need to, and this is where you can figure out exactly what goals you want to accomplish. So let me help you figure out exactly what it is that you want to accomplish. If you're in school, then that's probably completing your homework on time, doing well on tests, and being actively helpful in group projects. You got that set out for you. Great. If you're not in school right now, if it's summer, you're just not in school, then you have to think about what is something that would make you proud of yourself for doing today. That can even be learning a new TikTok dance. If that's something that makes you happy, then go for it. It can even be learning a new skill, such as drawing or playing an instrument you haven't touched in a while, or getting a new instrument if you want to get into that. Or it can be painting. If you do painting, I recommend the Art Sherpa. Her videos are really cool, her tutorials are always super fun, and the artwork turns out beautiful. So definitely recommend that. And that's it for this step, so take your time and figure out exactly what it is that you want to accomplish, and then you can move on and actually do it. Let's move on to step 3. Think about where you're going to complete your goals. This might seem a little obvious, but it's definitely something to think about. Do you have the space to do what you want to do? If you're dancing, do you have the floor space to dance? If you're cooking, is your counter space clean and able to have ingredients and cooking materials? If you're drawing, is your desk space clean and ready to put art on? Think about all of these things before you start accomplishing your goals. Also, besides having the physical space, do you have somewhere in your house or other space where you can not have too many distractions, where people aren't going to bother you or come in at random times? If it's TikTok dances, are there going to be people around? That might be a little awkward. Just something to think about when you're about to do something for yourself. This brings me to step 4. Establish when you can be productive. I guess you can be productive at all times of the day, but you need to pick a time that you know other things are not going to be happening. If you pick a time where maybe you might be having dinner or maybe something else might be happening, then you're just setting yourself up for failure, and you're just going to be really disappointed in yourself when you didn't get to do that thing you wanted to do. And you could have just picked a different time to do it and not procrastinated on it. The next thing is picking a time when there won't be too many distractions. If you know that your sibling is going to have a play date at 12, then don't set your time to do something that you need to concentrate on at 12. Pick a different time so you know that you will be focused and motivated. The last thing is pick a time where you know you will be motivated. This means picking a time where you're not going to be too tired. Don't set an alarm for 7 a.m. thinking that you're gonna go paint a masterpiece. It's not going to happen. And don't set late at night. You want to relax. You're going to be too tired and you're not going to be motivated to do anything, and you're just going to end up disappointing yourself. Don't do that. And with that, make sure you're getting enough sleep. If you don't get enough sleep, then you're not going to be motivated to do anything. You're going to take more naps. You're going to stay in bed longer than you should be. It's just not a good way to set up the day. And make sure you start your day at latest 10 a.m. I know this is mind-boggling for all the high schoolers out there, but if you start your day before 10 a.m., it just sets you up for a good and successful day. If you start your day after 10 a.m., it just kind of feels like you wasted a big part of the day when it really wasn't necessary. Just get enough sleep, get up, do what you gotta do. Next is step number 5. Plan for how you're going to achieve your goals. I know you can draw, I know you can paint, I know you can run. Obvious, right? But you need to plan for exactly how you're going to accomplish it. Like, do you need certain materials? If you're drawing, do you need more pencils, paper, etc.? Do you need paintbrushes? Do you need more ingredients to cook the new recipe that you want to do? You need to think about this before you set an intention to do anything. Additionally, how are you going to make sure that you actually do what you intended to do? This can be setting alarms for doing certain things at a certain time. This can also be writing your goals down, and you can write it in a bullet journal like I do, or you can even write it down on a sticky note and paste it up on a calendar to say you want to do this goal by this time. That will help you to be motivated to do what you set yourself out to do. Rather than it just being in your head, put it down on paper, put it down on something physical, so that is also motivating you to do it. And lastly, with the how, set small goals along the way so you can feel accomplished every day that you get closer to your goals. For example, your big overarching goal can be to master drawing a human face, but you aren't going to be able to do that right away if you don't really know how to do that yet. So you can set small goals along the way, such as drawing the eyes evenly and drawing a realistic mouth. Another goal could be adding highlights and contours where a face needs one. All of these goals that you make for yourself will eventually add up to the big goal of being able to draw a human face. So you just feel more accomplished every single day that you do something productive and towards your goal. Step number 6, consider why you want to achieve your goals. If you want to achieve your goals for your own happiness, then that's great. You are on the right track and you are going to succeed. Good luck. If you are setting your goals because you want to level up in your hobby, if you want to be more active and healthy, that is also a great reason to achieve your goals because you're just expanding your lifespan. So that's super great. Keep that up. However, do not set your goals because you want to impress somebody else or win over somebody or get someone else to like you. No, don't do any of that because you are just setting yourself up for failure. Even if you think, oh, well, I want to get better at makeup so that this boy will like me better or think I'm more pretty, something like that, if that boy doesn't do what you want him to do and say yes when you ask him on a date or something like that, then you're just going to feel like a failure. But really, you achieved your goal of improving at makeup, but it was all for this boy who didn't want to go on a date with you. And that's not your problem, it's clearly his, so you don't have to worry about that. Set your goals for yourself. If you want to look beautiful, if you want to have fun with makeup, if you want to just have fun, then yes, do that goal for yourself. Not because of anyone else, because it's just not good for you. And on that note, that wraps up the 6 easy and effective steps to being more productive at home. If you want, you can let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see from me next. Make sure to hit that like button if you really like this video, and subscribe if you want to see more from me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon.